Once upon a time, survival horror needed monsters. Conscript, top-down throwback to Resident Evil, needs no recourse to such supernatural threats. The brutality and madness of the First World War's longest and most senseless battle will suffice. The year is 1916 and Andre, a teenager from provincial France, has been trucked off to Verdun along with his brother Pierre to sacrifice themselves for a greater good at the slowly collapsing front. The protracted standoff in a battle originally intended by the Germans to serve as a meat grinder for the local resistance has turned into a never-ending nightmare. Conscript faithfully sticks to the original survival horror blueprint, with each area a maze of interconnected hubs of carnage, peppered with scattered sanctuaries where you can store non-vital items and trade or upgrade your equipment. Everything essential to your continued survival is turned into finite resources, ammo, medical supplies, and even the ability to save your progress. I'd often agonize over that familiar dilemma introduced in Capcom's classic nearly 3 decades ago. Is this a good moment to spend one of my remaining ink cartridges, or should I risk pushing forward in fear of running out? Combat does feature some concessions to modern sensibilities, but its intentional clumsiness and slow, stuttered rhythm perfectly channel the mindset of confused, scared draftees reluctantly locked in an endless cycle of violence. Aiming takes ages, leaving you immobile and vulnerable in the process. Mud puddles hinder your movement on the battlefield. Barbed wire fences and clouds of hovering phosphane gas injure you if you're careless. Commitment to historical accuracy generates a layer of authenticity that makes the developer's work stand out among more traditionally themed approaches to the genre. It also enhances Conscript's relentlessly oppressive mood. Every aspect of the game feels meticulously crafted to convey the absurdity and depravity of war. The palette, consisting almost entirely in sickly brown and drab greys, allows no glimpse of hope in that disintegrating world, while the backdrops complete the impression with images of decay and death. The soundscape is equally distressing, with simple effects of booted feet on gravel and rusty metal on fragile German craniums, suggesting a sort of paranoid isolation. This unity of purpose, this determination to look unflinchingly at the horrors of war, manifests in every little detail of this game, from the inspirational yet morbid propaganda posters you find pinned on the walls of public buildings, to the tranquil interludes between chapters that juxtapose Andre's life at the farm with his current plight. The dev shows rare sympathy to the other side's unwitting cannon fodder, having them carry personal photographs and portraying them as pathetic shell-shock victims, not so different from your afflicted allies. The morality being questioned here is the one imposed by the conditions of war itself, rather than any camp in particular, and the lines are blurred further from mechanical touches like the fact that retreating from the battlefield earns you a bullet in the head from your own officer. There was no sense of triumph when the final battle had been won. Even after trying to do my best for my comrades, the ending I reached had an air of ceremony, but no medals were awarded during the somber occasion. It makes for a disheartening experience. At least Conscript stays true to its creator's singular vision. The trappings of classic survival horror are an acquired taste, and chances are you already know whether you're among those that love them or hate them, but for sheer despair-inducing darkness, there is no game in recent memory that captures the torment humanity can inflict upon itself quite like Conscript.